I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game.
Hi, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Here I have an image of Alaska. Imagine a Pacific typhoon born thousands of miles off Japan, roaring north to unleash hell on America's last frontier. That's exactly what happened when the remnants of Typhoon Halong slammed into western Alaska yesterday, October 12, 2025. Hurricane force winds and catastrophic flooding. Entire homes swept into the sea. Today I'm diving into the storm's fury, the heartbreaking damage, and the unbreakable spirit of Alaska's coastal communities. Stay with me. Typhoon Halong formed in late September of this year near the Philippines, rapidly intensifying to a Category 4 monster with winds toppling 140 miles an hour. It grazed Japan's coast, causing evacuations and power outages there before curving northeast into the open Pacific. In early October, forecasters at the National Weather Service eyed its remnants, a powerful low-pressure system barreling towards the Bering Sea. Alaska climatologist Rick Borman warned it could rival the devastating ex-typhoon Mirbok of 2022, which wreaked millions in damage across the region. But Halong had a twist. Its track shifted eastward unexpectedly, sparing remote islands like St. Lawrence Island and Little Diomede, while zeroing in on the vulnerable Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta. On October 11th, Governor Mike Dunleavy declared a state of disaster, activating emergency aid just in time. Flood warnings blanketed the coast from Nunavut Island to the Arctic shores. Little did residents know the worst was yet to come. Landfall hit the region like a freight train early Sunday morning, October 12th. Sustained winds of 60 miles an hour whipped the coast, with gusts roaring to 100 miles an hour in Tuksuk Bay and 91 miles an hour at St. George Island. Bethel clocked 76-mile-an-hour blasts, shattering windows and hurling debris like missiles. But the real killer was the surge, up to 10 feet of storm-driven waves and heavy rains. They flooded the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta hardest. In Imanak, waves battered the Yukon River banks, flipping boats and inundating homes. Bethel's waterfront vanished under churning water. Trucks waded through the chest-deep floods near the boat harbor. Heartbreaking scenes unfolded in smaller villages in Kipnuk and Kwajalein. Floodwaters ripped houses from their pilings, sending them floating down swollen rivers. There was people still in the homes as they floated away down the rivers. Surprisingly, people still had cell phone service and were calling for help as they floated away. In Kanjanigak, entire neighborhoods evacuated as roads washed out. By midday, over 30 rescues were underway. Helicopters airlifting families from rooftops. Tragically, at least 20 people remain unaccounted for in Kanjanigak. Sorry for pronouncing that wrong. But 20 people in that town alone, with 3 confirmed missing statewide. Injuries from flying debris sent others to makeshift clinics. Power flicked out for thousands, isolating communities already strained by permafrost, thawed ground that amplified the erosion. Heroes stepped up fast. The Alaskan National Guard launched round-the-clock rescues, while the U.S. Coast Guard patrolled churning waters. Congressman Nick Bijik rallied federal aid, tweeting, from Kipnuk to Kanjaganak, we're standing by to assist. Governor Dunleavy disaster declaration unlocked grants for temporary housing, medical transport, and infrastructure fixes. Red Cross shelters popped up in Bethel and Nome, dishing out meals to displaced families. Locals in Shifmaref, fresh off an early storm, shared tips on barricading against the next hit. Flood warnings lingered through Monday, today, October 13th, with the secondary system brewing. As one Emomac elder put it, we've danced with the wind before, we'll rebuild stronger. So as the skies clear over western Alaska today, October 13th, the toll is clear. Millions in damage, lives upended, but spirits unbroken. This event underscores the threat of typhoon bombs. Tracks shifting, storms intensifying. What can we do? Well, you can support relief efforts, push for resilient infrastructures, and demand action. Sending prayers to all those people, yeah, it's very devastating, especially when they lost their livelihood of the boats. Yeah, maybe crab traps, things like that, and their homes and vehicles. What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. It's going to be a long time to recover. This is why I always say be prepared for a disaster. You just don't know when or where it will happen. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you.